Oklahoma State defeated Alabama on Wednesday in front of a home crowd to win its 11th NCAA team championship and first since 2006. With 9 wins this season, the Cowboys were the clear no. 1 team, and they played like it throughout the NCAA Championship. Sophomore Viktor Hovland and freshman Matthew Wolff built solid leads for the Cowboys in the opening 2 matches, but they didn't secure the first point for the Cowboys. That distinction went to junior Zach Bauchou in the anchor match. Baucho went nuts and fired at 29 on the front to go 7 up after 9 holes, and he closed out Jonathan Hardy on no. 11 to win 8-7. I played really well today, all aspects of my game, Baucho said. I struggled with my driving throughout the week. Today I was able to come out and was hitting nice fades off the tee. So I was able to put the ball in play. Hovland secured the second point with a 4-3 win over Lee Hodges. That set the stage for Wolff. The 19-year-old All-American freshman has a funky swing and a lightning-quick tempo, but his ball striking was superb, and when his birdie putt dropped on 14 to close out Davis Riley, he set off a thunderous celebration that made Carson Creek sound more like a Ryder Cup than an NCAA championship. It's just everything I could dream of, Wolff said. This school, the fans, the coaches, my teammates, they all just made me feel like I was at home. I couldn't be happier to be here, and I couldn't be happier to be a national champion. Oklahoma State became the 6th team to win an NCAA title on its home course, and the Cowboys became the first team ranked no. 1 to win in the match play era. It's just special, said Oklahoma Street coach Alan Bratton. What a great environment for college golf and for Oklahoma Street. I can't thank our people enough to allow the kids to get a thrill of a lifetime like this. Article tags 2018 NCAA Men's D Championship, Dublin, Ohio. A long-rumored deal to bring a PGA Tour event back to the Detroit area became official on Wednesday when the circuit announced that Quicken Loans has agreed to a long-term deal to sponsor the event. Quick Loans, which had sponsored the National in the Washington, D.C. area since 2014, is based in Detroit and had been working to return golf back to the area for the first time since 2009. The Buick Open had been played at Warwick Hills and Grand Blanc, Mich., beginning in 1958. Quicken Loans has been a tremendous PGA Tour partner for several years now, making an impact through the innovative spirit and community-first mindset the organization and its leaders bring to every endeavor. Tour Commissioner Jay Monahan said in a statement. We're thrilled to take this new step in our partnership and bring a PGA Tour event to the great city of Detroit. As part of the deal, Quicken Loans agreed to sponsor this year's event in Washington, which will be played June 28 to July 1. The Nationals' time slot on next year's schedule remains unclear, but sources say it will assume the Washington event's date beginning in 2019. The new Quicken Loans event is expected to be played at Detroit Golf Club, a Donald Ross-designed course. The tour has not announced the 2018-19 schedule, which will include an earlier finish to the season and major shifts with the PGA Championship moving to May and the players relocating back to March. Article tags 2018 Quicken Loans National, Dublin, Ohio. PGA of America officials are on site this week at the memorial to fit potential members of the U.S. Ryder Cup team with their uniforms. Although PGA officials said they are having the top 25 to 30 players on the U.S. point list get fitted, Tiger Woods, who is 33rd on the point list, was among those getting measured for a uniform at Muirfield Village. Memorial Tournament, articles, photos and videos. Woods is one of Captain Jim Furyk's vice-captains for the Ryder Cup, but his play in recent weeks has moved his name to the top of the list of potential players as well. course I want to play. I want to play as a player. I haven't played in a while," said Woods, who was 92nd on the point list in January. "I have a lot of work to do between now and then to be a part of the team as a player." Woods added that he's looking forward to the matches regardless of whether he's playing or assisting Furyk, but he did enjoy this week's fitting process. "I know that the players and the vice-captains wear different outfits as part of the Ryder Cup and I would really like to screw that up," he smiled. Dublin, Ohio, the last time Tiger Woods played a tournament round at Shinnecock Hills, site of the U.S. Open in 2 weeks, was 14 years ago when he tied for 17th following a closing round 76. It's that lack of familiarity that at least partially motivated Woods, who also played Shinnecock in 1995 as a 19-year-old amateur, to spend 2 days this week at the course preparing for the year's second major. His thoughts? Memorial Tournament, articles, photos and videos. "Unfortunately it rained the day before I got there and the golf course played really long," Woods said on Wednesday at the Memorial. "I'm sure it probably won't play as long as we played it. 7,500 yards, par 70 is a long golf course. Much has changed at the New York Gem since the 2004 U.S. Open, most notably how long the layout plays. At the 95 Championship, the layout played to 6,944 yards and a par of 70, and it was slightly stretched to 6,996 yards in 04. For this year's U.S. Open, the course will remain a par 70, but play to 7,445 yards. They've made some pretty significant changes since the last time that I had seen it," he said. "I believe there's over 500 trees that are gone since last time I played it. They added 500 yards to it. So it's quite significant." Woods spent Monday and Tuesday practicing at Shinnecock Hills before flying to the Memorial, which will be his last start before the U.S. Open. Article tags, Tiger Woods, 2018 Memorial Tournament, 2018 U.S. Open Dublin, Ohio. After finally reaching the top spot in the official World Golf Ranking, Justin Thomas was so excited he couldn't sleep. Thomas was high above the Florida skies following a T11 finish at the Players' Championship when Dustin Johnson's result at the same event ensured that Thomas would ascend to No. 1 for the first time in his career. While it wasn't as climactic as the climbs of Rory McIlroy, Jason Day and Johnson, all of whom reached No. 1 for the first time with a tournament victory, Thomas didn't care much about the path that ultimately brought him to the top. What he did care about, though, was arriving at the destination. While the world rankings typically refresh each week in the early morning hours on Monday, Thomas explained that he didn't go to bed after leaving TPC Sawgrass before checking the new standings online and seeing his name in the No. 1 position. Updated official World Golf Ranking Memorial Tournament, articles, photos and videos. "I ended up staying up late enough to where I waited to refresh it and saw it. And it was pretty cool," Thomas said. "Seeing every other golfer in the world behind my name was a pretty fun thing." Thomas is now in his 3rd week as World No. 1, and this week's Memorial Tournament represents his first opportunity to tee it up as the top-ranked player in the world. Having taken the last 2 weeks off, he feels physically well and mentally fresh as he gets set for his final prep before the U.S. Open. While Thomas was all smiles in the interview room Wednesday, he admitted that reaching the top spot in the world rankings felt a bit different than winning a tournament. "It's odd, because nothing comes with it," Thomas said. Like, when you win a tournament, you get a trophy, you get a lot of money, you do a press conference afterwards. Whereas I think I was in the middle of flying home when DJ finished, and I had been told, and it was like, okay, I'm almost home. Thomas had 2 prior opportunities this year to surpass Johnson at no. 1, notably at the WGC Dell Technologies Match Play Championship when he needed to reach the finals but instead finished 4th. Having reiterated his desire to not only reach no. 1 but maintain the top spot for an extended period, Thomas confessed to taking a screenshot of the rankings page during those early hours when he finally, officially, got to know. 1. Why wouldn't you? Thomas said. Article tags, Justin Thomas, 2018 Memorial Tournament.